Home sales finally dropped in Cedar Park and Leander, Texas. That's the topic of today's video. Hey everybody, I'm Dan Forbes, broker at Forbes Realty here in Leander and Cedar Park. And if this is your first time to my channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living here, working here, playing here, you've come to the right place. Please, it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so that you'll be notified when a new video goes up every week. And if you find this content interesting to you, please smash that like button. Look, I get calls and texts and emails almost every single day from people that are moving or relocating here to the North Austin area, and I absolutely love it. So if you are thinking at all about Cedar Park, Leander, Liberty Hill, Pflugerville, Round Rock, Georgetown, or North Austin, then this is the right place for you to be. And remember always, I've got your back. But let's get into today's topic about home sales have finally begun to drop in Cedar Park and Leander. So I came across this headline yesterday that I wanted to share with you. Take a look on the screen right now. Cedar Park Leander homes finally see drop in sales, report says. Now, the writer of this article goes on to cite the statistics from the multiple listing service and, you know, sort of screaming, hey, home sales have finally begun to drop. Now, when you see a headline like this or an article like this, what are you supposed to take away from that as a buyer or as a seller? And that's what I want to talk to you about in this video. So let's talk about numbers a little bit. So I'm going to talk about some statistics about home sales in Cedar Park and Leander. So if you don't like looking at the numbers, you might want to just skip this video. But if you understand that the numbers always tell a story, then I think you're going to find this interesting. So first of all, let's take a look at what's been going on this September of 2021 compared to September 2020. We're in October now, so the September numbers are out. So take a look on your screen right now and let me share with you what I often share with buyers and with sellers with whom I'm working. So first of all, remember this report is about area code 78613, which is the Cedar Park area code. Take a look at the numbers I've got circled in red. You'll see in September of this year, there were 108 residential home sales. And in September of last year, there was 122 sales, which is a decrease of 11.5% in the number of home sales. And take a look at the months of inventory. Right now, the months of inventory was 0.7, last year 0.4. What that refers to is, you know, how many homes are on the market, how fast are they selling, and how quickly would all of these homes sell if no other home was listed on the market. And when you see numbers this low, this expresses an extreme seller's market. As a matter of fact, down at the bottom, the average days on market or median days on market was 6 days, both for September of this year and September of last year. Now, take a look at the sold price this year, September, the median price, $475,000 compared to $384,000 last year. So our median sale price has gone up 23.7%. So, you know, it's been a phenomenal year, but yet the article was pointing out how that home sales have dropped in September of 2021 compared to 2020. But it doesn't really say, you know, what does that mean? So let me show you another chart here and just express a little bit about what that does mean. So if you take a look at this chart, it shows the number of sales for the last 2 years. And if you look at September of 2019, the number of home sales was probably about, I'd say about 125. And then in September of 20, the number of home sales was 122, and then this year the number of home sales was 108. But notice how this, this particular chart, it doesn't just go up and to the left. You'll see that it fluctuates from month to month. The number of home sales can be up one month, they can be down another month, and there can be a lot of factors for that. Yes, September of 2021 sales are lower than September of 2020, but they're about the same as they were in September 2019. So is that something to be alarmed about or to be concerned about? Absolutely not. It is the normal cycle of the market. But take a look at this other chart about average and median sale prices. You'll notice in September of 2019 that the median sale price looks like it was probably about 350, and then September of last year the median sale price was 384. September of this year the median sale price was 475. So year over year we're seeing our prices go up. Now the price increase that we had from last year to this year, with it being up 23.7%, that is phenomenal, and that is not normal. It's created by the pandemic, is created by a short supply of homes on the market and increased buyer demand. That's what created that price increase. What do we expect to happen? In 2022, well, we expect prices still to stay up. We don't expect them to pull back very much. They've pulled back just a little bit, this last month, but that is probably not going to be a trend. Still have a lot of buyer demand. The market is strong. The economy is strong here, especially in Texas. So we expect prices to continue to go up, but at a more normal rate in 2022. Well, let's take a look at what's going on in Leander. So these numbers are from the 78641 area code, which is all of Leander. And if you'll notice, in September, there were 203 home sales this year compared to 276 home sales last year. So that's a 26.4% decrease in home sales comparing the 2 months of September. That's a pretty big drop in home sales. The months of inventory, 1.1 this year compared to 0.6 last year, so almost double the month's supply of inventory on the market. So it's getting a little bit better for buyers. They're able to see more homes out there and are not shocked by the fact that there's no homes available. Then also take a look at the median sale price. This year in September, 438,900 compared to 319,900 last year, which means home prices in Leander have gone up 37.2% year over year, September to September. That's a tremendous increase in home prices. But let's take a look at the 2-year chart of home sales because it tells a better story. So in 2019, there were just under 200 home sales in September. In 2020, there were 276 home sales, and in 2021, 203 home sales. So 2019 and 2021 are pretty much the same. Look, 2020 was an unusual year because of the pandemic, because of a short supply of inventory, because of increased buyer demand. And why the increased buyer demand? So many people want to move to Austin. They learned that they could work remotely. So why not move to where you really want to live? And so that's why there's been a lot of buyer demand for Austin. But I want you to see one last chart because it really tells the bigger story. So this chart is the monthly residential closed units year to date. It's put out by Austin Title, and it tracks 5 years of home sales. Now, guess which of those years was 2020, and we experienced the lockdown, and COVID hit, and everybody was scared to death. It's that dark blue line, and you can see that in April and May of 2020, home sales just plummeted here in the Austin area. A lot of people took their home off the market because they didn't want strangers walking through their home. They were afraid of getting COVID, and so they took their home off the market. And then when people started realizing, hey, this isn't as bad as we were afraid, homes started coming back on the market. And then you'll notice that home sales went up quite significantly in 2020. In fact, much higher than what they are this year. So 2020, there was the peak in July, and it started decreasing throughout the remainder of the year, just like it normally does. If you look at the red line, that's this year. And this year has been a strong year for home sales, just under last year, but above the most recent years. But notice how after the summertime, and we're in the fall now, it's October right now, you'll notice how that the line has been, trending down, and going to be interesting to see what it does the rest of this year. But what it indicates to me is the market is beginning to stabilize. It's beginning to look seasonally more like other years. So, this is a strong real estate market. If you're selling, homes are still selling a little bit above asking price. We're not getting the tremendous multiple offers that we were getting before, and homes are not selling, 20 and 30% above the asking price. If you're a buyer, there's good news because there are more homes on the market now, which means you have more homes to look at, and you don't have to just settle for a home. You can take your time, you can look around, you're not going to have as many competing offers as you have had before, and you're going to get a better deal. Hey, if you like this kind of information and you like what you see and hear on my channel, it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified whenever a new video is posted, and then also smash that like button. Right about now, you're beginning to see some other videos from my channel pop up. If you want to know what it's like to live here, work here, play here, explore my channel, and always remember, I've got your back.